Greetings, Patrick here, and it's Tuesday. And if it's Tuesday, that could only be one thing. It could only mean it's Library Day, and it is. Wow, we're still slumping along. Last week we had 6 items, but we had a massive influx of donations. This week we barely got any donations, and I still found 6. It's really weird. It's weird how that works. But I'm here to show you what we got, and here we go. It's interesting that someone actually asked me if I'd actually seen our first movie. I had never seen it. In fact, I hadn't seen it out and about. Of course, as soon as you say something like that, what happens? You find it, and that is how I found Don Juan DeMarco. So I had not seen this. I have heard about this movie, obviously. Marlon Brando, Johnny Depp, Faye Dunaway, but I had never seen it out in the wild before. So to find it the week after someone asked me if I've seen it, well, that was pretty strange. So, Marlon Brando, Faye Dunaway. Next up, we have a colonial movie, and this looks a little older, but it looks good. Looks interesting. And it is The Painted Veil with Naomi Watts and Edward Norton. Now, this movie's a little bit older, from what I understand. I think this is I'm trying to think of when this came out. 2007. That's what I thought. I thought it was a little bit older film, so this is 18 years old, but I've never seen it. And I do like Edward Norton, and I like Naomi Watts. And speaking of older, we'll stay in that realm. I found Steve McQueen in Le Mans. So this is there's a James Garner movie that he came out with. I think it's also called Le Mans, or 24 Hour of Le Mans. And I got that at the library like a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. But this is the first time I've seen this come through, and pretty exciting. As I do like Steve McQueen, and I was glad to get this. Okay, well, what would a haul be without a documentary? So I picked a documentary up. If Only I Were That Warrior, which I think is going to discuss the war between Italy and Ethiopia in the 1930s. It was a precursor to World War II. Yeah, the Italians, they wanted to flex their muscles, and Mussolini wanted to impress Hitler, so he invaded Ethiopia and basically got his ass kicked. It did not go so well for the Italians. Simply put, the Italians, they never wanted war at all. They never did. A small core of they fought and they went to war because Mussolini told them, but they just didn't want to fight. There's nothing for them to fight for. And I think that's one of the reasons why they performed so poorly in World War II. It wasn't because they weren't good soldiers. They just didn't want to fight. What am I fighting for? This looks interesting. This was like a library copy, and I never heard about it, so I'm very curious. And you definitely know you'll probably see this pop up on Dollar Theater sooner than later. Next up, I had to get this too. I am a fan. Jeff Dunham's Christmas special, very special Christmas special. Yeah, very very special Christmas special. I like that. So Jeff Dunham is a puppeteer, and he's ventriloquist, and he works with his figures. And there's a lot of characters he uses. They each have their own distinct personality. Now, we reviewed one of his films earlier, one of his concert films earlier, and it was pretty damn funny, I have to admit. I've watched it a few times since then, so I was pretty happy to get something new here. And, yeah, Christmas is coming, right? I just remember feeling sad for him after watching that one special, and and finding out that he got divorced after that, the one that we reviewed, and the guy was on the road way too many times. He's like, dude, go home. There's no reason to be on the road for 300 dates. There's just not. You're going to make your money in the first, 50, 40? You could go home. So, and of course, very excited about this. Very excited about this. The centerpiece of this film. And we got Rogue Agent. Super happy to get this. Gemma Arterton. She's done a lot of these movies. What movie is she saying? That's right, baby. Found another one. Found another one. Yes. Woo, woo. Yeah, so it was funny, too, because I was just looking at this over at Hamilton Book, and they had it on sale for $6, and I was leaning toward getting it, and then I got this today, so saved me a lot of money, so to speak, relatively speaking. $6 versus a quarter. So yeah, this looks really interesting, and looking forward to this. This is based off a true story. I think about it is, I actually read the story before the movie came out. I read the story. I read about this guy before the movie came out. And so when I heard they were making a movie, this guy, he basically scams people out of money by pretending he's a CIA agent. And he seduces all these women and whatnot. So they put a sting out to catch him. And so looking forward to that. All right, that is it for today. It's all we got, but I tell you, it was worth it. Anytime I can go out there and get an IFC movie, woo, it's a good day. It's a good day. All right, we're talking with Allison Rothwell tonight, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. If you like what you see, do the routine. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a comment.